Melissa that we're missing. Because Kay, no, Kate can't come. Kate has so many great ideas, and she was helping me with the paperwork of it. So I think she'll definitely, be able to help out. So sorry to kind of leave everyone in the lurch, but we're moving. I got to resign. I've got way too much going on. I work full time. I'm not going to be in Cohasset. I'm never in Cohasset anyway, but I'm not going to be in Cohasset really, like starting September 1st. So, so I just wanted to kind of go over, I guess, kind of how we wrap up this grant cycle, and then kind of the things that need to happen for the next grant cycle, just to make sure. And I'm happy, like if you're like, all right, you're doing like the survey and you want me to jump in and help out, I can always jump on a Zoom, like, whatever, and help out. That's kind of the way Barbara did things with me this year. She actually stayed logged into the portal and things like that and just walked me through stuff. But it'll be up to you guys to kind of keep things moving over the course of the year. But again, I'm happy to help. And I know when I did all the reporting initially, Barbara was amazing. So with the next step, all the money's been dispersed. So everyone should have it. We've gotten our grant report back we had 9 people that we gave grants to, and then we just gotten the grant reports back from Nome. I'll send a reminder to the other grantees just asking for those. And then, can I put one of your emails? Do you mind if I just have them send it to you? Because at some point that will have to be uploaded probably to the site.
Yeah, you can put mine in there if you like. That will compel me. I'll do it out of I don't know, just the fear of failure, right? So.
The system is awesome. The contacts are like super, like it's not bad. So
that's good because I'm one of the most aloof human beings you've ever met in your life. So let's see how we go. I'm gonna lean on Stephen heavily for this.
I'll also send out. I can also grant spreadsheet I have, and that way, like you can see like the contact and who's supposed to get what. All that's in the portal too. Just have to make sure you have a login for the Cohasset Cultural Council. I can send the link to that too.
That'd be great.
And also we had a new contact. Her name is Cheyenne. The contacts there are always terrific. So that should be this year should be wrapped up. I think most of the events have taken place actually, like during the summer. And then the next thing, what kicks off the new grant cycle is the priority survey. So we do that in August. I can share a Google form with you that I used. So basically you just create a Google form. I don't think we changed the questions a whole lot. It's just to make sure that we revise our priorities if people in the town think we should be funding different priorities. Like some people might have said, oh, we shouldn't have funded Nome Surf Camp, but we did because we wanted to see some new stuff, right? And that's cool. And I think that the council, you can take the survey, and if anything pops up that you want to add, then you kind of revise the priorities on the website, so that when you're sending out promoting the grant applications, people know what the criteria are. So we haven't changed the criteria in a couple of years, but again, I think we have some cool new ones this year. You might want to. So I'll share the link to the priority survey. It's just a Google form. And I think we had like 10 respondents. It wasn't, we just shared it on Facebook. And so again, it's pretty easy to just read through the data or the Google form information and all that stuff. So that should probably go out. We have to post for the next, the grant applications usually open like early to mid-October. So it's kind of good if you have that like done late August, decide if you're going to change your priorities in the beginning of September. And then, that way when the grant cycle opens, the grant applications open, it's all printed on our, we have our own Cohasset Cultural Council page. People will be able to go and read what we fund, and they'll know if it's appropriate or not.
Okay. And the way, can you help me with the mechanics of the way this gets sent out?
Yeah, so it's just, I created a Google form with the questions, and I can share that link for you. I can even, if you want, I don't even mind hosting it. And maybe you may be able to just copy it. And then I just post that link on Facebook. I actually just you can, if you scroll down in our Facebook, you could just copy and paste whatever I did. I'll have to give control over Facebook to somebody. So whoever wants it, I'm really not into social media. So somebody who's good with social media to walk me through that. Maybe my kids.
I'm not even on it.
I could figure that out.
Okay, that would be awesome, Stephen. I don't know if you can access it as the owner. Let me know. If you can't, I'll try and pass it along to you somehow. So
Yeah, I think that what do? I volunteer at the sailing club too, and I do the social media there and I mean, whatever, Instagram that just goes to, and it just is basically announcements and stuff. But I feel like all I had to do was get the sign-in information. I don't think this transfer of ownership, but if there is, that's great. That's fine with me too. Just a way to sign in and just be able to put stuff up. I mean, all we're doing is disseminating information, right?
That's it. You're like, you'll post the grant, the grants are open. You might do a call for new members. Tracy was going to do a call for new members for us with a bunch of other committees as well, but I would definitely do a call for new members at some point.
Is there an Instagram?
No, there is not. So it'd probably be a great addition though, to be honest. So
It would be.
Even just pictures of events of places or things that got funding.
absolutely. Like, I think people would probably pay more attention to Instagram.
A lot of people don't even know that this exists.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
That's cool. All right, cool.
Yep. So I'll work on finding, however, I got like whoever handed me like the rights to Facebook. I'll figure out where that came from and then send it back. I think it was Tracy Welsh. So the priority survey and then the new member. So then again, we update the priorities on the council website. We would definitely do a new member drive. We do need at least one new member because right now it's just JJ, Stephen, Kate, and Melissa. And Melissa, initially she emailed me and she's like, oh, maybe I'll step in and take over, as the chair or whatever. And then she stopped emailing me and I haven't heard from her. So I'm not sure what happened there. But you might want to reach out and just see. I was like, yeah, I wanted to chat with her, but haven't heard back and she's not here. So, so maybe one or two. You could reach out to friends, whoever, I think it's not really that heavy of a lift because it's really just that voting meeting and then following up on the paperwork. And I think if it gets split up a little bit, it's even easier.
Yeah.
So then
a couple of people, I don't know if you guys, I mean, is there a limit? I mean, I could, because I know maybe more people that might be psyched to do it.
We probably both have a couple of victims in mind, right? So Kelly, is there a limit or no?
No, there were like 9 people when I first joined. So yeah. And actually it's better if you have like 9 or 10. That way, if people don't make it to the voting meeting, you can still have
a quorum. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, maybe we make just people that are really fun and then sort of.
Yeah.
Turn it into a thing.
That sounds like a plan.
You get people who would be into going to the events and promoting them. Like I feel bad. Like I'm literally never in Cohasset. So I never do any of that, but I think it would be cool because I wish I could have gone to that Gnome Surf Camp thing. I bet that event was really fun and cool, and the pictures would have been awesome to promote. But Tracy was much better at that than I was. So yeah, you can whoever you want. You just have to have them, the same as when you join. You just let the town know. They do that training or whatever, and they get sworn in. And then, do you guys get the emails from the cultural council? There's a lot of them usually. Okay, so you'll start to get them as the grant cycle approaches, and so they'll be telling you, they kind of give you boilerplate information, here you go, put out the call, tell the grant applications are open. And again, we do that on social media. Barbara was really good. She got it into, what's it called? It's not the Mariner, it's called something else now.
Stroll.
Is it the Stroll or the newspaper one? We could do Stroll for sure.
Oh, okay. The Wicked Local or whatever it is. Yeah.
Whatever that was. And then she even got the Patriot Ledger.
The Anchor. Is it the Anchor?
Yeah.
That's the new one. Yeah.
I got there.
The Stroll, for sure would be a good one. It seems like there's a lot of interest in that. But putting it out, especially if people will let us put it out for free, the word out is good. People, a lot of places, obviously, we have a lot of repeat organizations that look for funding year over year. So some people know to look for it, some people don't, but definitely on Facebook as well. So that usually opens, like I said, it's usually I don't know, somewhere in like between October 10th and October. And then I think there's like a month, maybe 5 weeks for people to apply. When that closes, the council will prepare the panel book, which you all get, that comes, we can log in it and grab the panel book. And then you just schedule a voting meeting. I think it's a little easier to do like early December, staying away from the holidays. As we found, everyone gets so busy, it's just hard to get people together. And it has to be done, and the letters have to go out by early January. So I was a little delayed actually this year doing it. But most of that stuff you can send via the Cultural Council website. The grant notifications, that was the one thing that was sort of a pain in the neck. You had to actually, like, you sent them by email, and then you had to actually print a couple documents and have two Cultural Council members sign them. So Kate helped me do that and then mail them. I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous, but the directions are super clear on the website for that. And then you get them back as soon as, so you send out the grant agreements, they send them back, and then the town funds them. And that's really then you catch up, then you get started getting the grant report. So that's kind of the full cycle of it. The one thing that happened is the town accountants were really, really helpful. Something happened where like they didn't fill out the paperwork they needed to for the state. It happened last year too. And so it was kind of a rush to get the money in. So if you're, at some point I can forward you the names of the town accountants. It's like maybe like a good March check-in to make sure they've filed the paperwork with the state to actually get our allocation of the cultural council funds. But I can send the town, I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but I can send the town accountants contact. They were amazing, so helpful.
Okay.
But what I would definitely would recommend, so like 2 years ago, and Barbara and I did stuff together, like in the past, Tracy was doing it with Catherine, like people, definitely, if you kind of share the role, like somebody does a survey, somebody does the Cultural Council website, somebody, I don't know, does like the social media, like I think that makes it a little bit easier. Someone maybe who doesn't mind like sitting in front of the computer can do like the web, the Cultural Council website. You guys can split it up however you want. And again, I'm happy to help and like do whatever, but I would say to definitely appoint like someone who's the secretary, like take me, minutes or whatever. To give people different roles. I think you can just kind of make them up as you go. I don't think you have to, like, you can be creative with the roles. I don't think they're set in stone. So,
Okay.
So one thing that I do need to do is just change the contact information on the Cultural Council website. So I don't know if one of you is willing to take over as like the chair right now, or I just have to, because they won't let me do anything, I need to like actually get my name off it because Tracy wouldn't even let me call this meeting, but she was,
Right.
So I hate to put you both.
I just worry, like Stephen, what are your thoughts now? I just worry about my reliability factor. We're all going 1,000 miles an hour in a bunch of different directions, right? I mean, like I'm fine to do it, but if there's somebody who feels a little bit more confident about their ability to be, sufficiently responsive.
Yeah. Well, I've taken on a lot though. I guess that's something that I'm doing as well. I just sort of am hesitant that way because I'm juggling a lot of stuff.
Yep.
So I don't know if I can. I don't think. Well, I'm in your shoes too. I'm not sure I can be reliable, but I wonder if that should be part of what we do is find someone that has.
Kelly, I'll put my hand up as an interim then. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll put my hand up right behind your hand.
I appreciate that. I knew you had my back. I knew you were right there. I knew I
You
could
could be
just
co-chairs if you want. I could put both of your information. Yeah.
You could see me dodging that a little bit.
You could get dodgy reliability in
I was
stereo.
ducking underneath that ability.
Go off camera.
But also I'm not one to leave anybody hanging. So maybe we can tag team.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, the bottom line though is that we do need we need to find a new lead. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, I can put you in as co-chairs right now if you want. That way you'll both have access to everything if that is helpful for you. I mean, you actually, everyone should have access to it, I think, but or I could just put JJ for an hour. What's that?
I'm okay with co-chair, just so long as I'm not chair.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I signed on for, and then Barbara was like, "I'm out of here." Like, I was like,
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to be that jerk that drops the ball. So
I know.
if we
So, all
both
right,
can,
so we have a mutual paranoia support system here. It's good.
Yeah. But honestly, like, I can help however I can. Like, just it'd be like, all right, this is the next thing we're doing. Tell me, give me 10 minutes. I'll tell you how to, like, because I had to kind of relearn some of it this year. So Barbara really did do everything last
so
year.
is it like just the two of us left? I mean, it's sort of like the inmates running the asylum. Is that? I mean, speaking for myself, not. I mean,
No, I'm right with you. Yeah.
so
No,
is
I mean,
where we're at. I mean, you know, are we it?
so Melissa Hupple and Kate, and I'm forgetting her last name. I'm sure it's somewhere on our website. Um, is also in, and Kate's been helpful. Like, she actually emailed today saying that she had a shift at the Mass
I
General, so she
saw
couldn't.
that, right?
But she'll definitely. She won't. I know she can't share because she works and she's got little kids at home. But maybe she would do like some of the stuff with the stroll. That was her idea. Um uh but she did all this signing for me on the paperwork this past spring. So I definitely think she's active. Like I said, Melissa, I'm not quite sure. I just haven't heard from her, but she is technically on the website. But I would recruit some more. I mean, if you know somebody who's like maybe has a little bit of time or interest in
Yes,
this, like,
Stephen, I think you and I should probably have a little sidebar and kind of put our collective half a brain together on who we should go reach out to.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I think everyone's contact info. I'm just going to make sure it's there. Is on the website. I'll take a look. I'll dig into it when I send you the link, and just to make sure that we've got the right list. Sometimes we have to ask the town for that. So, but you guys have their emails because they're in the email chain. All right. So yeah. So I guess the next thing is the priority survey. So I'll send that, and I'll send a couple of other links. I'll send the main spreadsheet that I use when we do the voting meeting, and we don't really have like a shared folder, but maybe you could probably create one if you want everyone to have all the same materials.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then if you have any trouble with the priority survey and also share the social media login, just let me know. And what I'll do in the email, might be tonight, but maybe tomorrow, is I'll also just kind of type out again, like the general timeline so that you have it, you know what to look for.
That'd be great.
And
That'd be really
I
good.
think, at least speaking for myself, I do well when I've got marching orders. I mean, I think I wing it fine for myself and my business, but with something like this, I'd like to sort of have what's the precedent so that at least we can keep that bar, if not, then raise it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds like that info exists, so that'll be good. Yeah, same. Exactly
Yeah.
the same. Yeah.
And then I have this really big binder. I don't know. I haven't put anything in it. Somebody gave it to me. I don't think I've actually looked in it, but at some point I can pass that along. It probably has all the old grant reports in it. So I might give that to Kate because she lives right around the corner from me. Just so somebody has it before I move and like take it to Boston. It's like
That
Yeah.
sounds like a good plan for that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just put it with all these empty binders here that look really cool.
That'd be good, and then we can bequeath it to the historical society. I'm sure. One for the archives.
Exactly.
Considering,
Yeah.
yeah, considering I haven't unpacked from my last move, I would not be hopeful if I brought it to Boston. So I'm not sure that that would be a good place to put it. So,
Cool.
cool.
Awesome.
All right. What could possibly go wrong? We got this.
Well, thank you guys for being here and for stepping up. I appreciate it. And like I said, I just I need to bow out. So
Got it. Good luck with the move, Kelly.
Those things
thank you.
September if you want to meet.
Yep, for sure. Stephen, I'll just hit you on email.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Take care, all.
Take care.
Here we go.
Let's do this.
Thanks. Bye.